Remember in the Bible how they would put their hand on and bless? Remember Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Remember Joseph when he brought his sons to Jacob? He was on his deathbed, right? And he brought his one son was older than the other, and the firstborn gets the larger portion, the better blessing. And so Jacob put his hands crosswise. He was imparting a blessing. He put his hands crosswise when he did that. And Joseph was like, no. We impart blessing by laying on of hands. That's one way we impart blessing. So if you can receive a blessing through the laying on of hands, and you can, because we see this. Remember when Jesus, he called little children to himself and he laid his hands on them and blessed them? Jesus called the children, right? The disciples were saying, the children, they want to come, make them go away. And Jesus said, no, bring them. He laid hands on them and blessed them. So if you can receive an impartation of blessing through laying on of hands, don't you think it's possible to receive a curse or a demon through laying on of hands? The enemy is looking for a point of contact. I have known on fire Christians, a woman I know in Europe, and she was deceived. Very powerful woman, very, very discerning. This can happen to anybody. See, the enemy is looking for a point of contact. And so she was ministering to this woman, and the woman was a satanic ritual abuse survivor, okay? And she was ministering to her. Her team was ministering to her, trying to help her, trying to break her through, trying to get her healed. And then one day, all of a sudden, this woman of God started losing her hair right up here, big bald spot. And it was getting worse and worse and worse. Now, she's only, 36, 37 years old. It's not like it's, sometimes our hair thins when we get older. No, she had little bald spots. And the Holy Spirit showed her that there was a point of contact. So she remembered that she had thrown away a brush. The brush got old. She threw the brush away. And the brush had all her hair in it. And she's like, well, the Lord said, that's the point of contact. It turns out the satanic ritual abuse survivor was not a satanic ritual abuse survivor. She was a witch. And she was just trying to shut this woman down in ministry because she was a powerful woman of God doing a lot of deliverance. And so this undercover agent of darkness came and got the hair out of her brush and cursed her. Now, once the curse was exposed, the curse was broken and her hair grew back, right? But she was wearing a hat for months. Couldn't literally, and many times when we get attacked like that and something happens like that, a curse lands like that, or we receive some kind of impartation, we can't figure out where it came from. We have to press in the Holy Spirit. Some of you, I can see your mind is going. So be careful who you allow to lay hands on you. Some of you, seriously, this is a safe place, but every place is going to say that. But be careful who you let lay hands on you. Don't be running from conference to conference to conference to conference and run up to the altar for anything and everything and letting people lay hands on you because you don't know what they're carrying. You don't know.